y'all, it's Laura and I have another scrap together video for you where Chloe and I, my beautiful 11-year-old daughter, will scrap using the same sketch. And you saw it just now. It was created by Jennifer Smith and her website was on the sketch. And I think it's more of a scrap lift than a sketch this time because I'm fairly certain that was an actual layout. But this is what I'm going to be working with and what Chloe's going to be working with. And I'm sorry if my light goes in and out on my video because I was filming in the daytime in my new desk and I haven't quite figured out how to avoid the flyovers from airplanes creating weird shadows and messing up my phone. But Chloe's is on our old desk that she and I filmed that earlier. And so it's a little darker, it's a little different, so just be prepared, the videos are a little bit different this time. They were filmed at different times. So for this layout, for my version, I have taken the sketch and I have just flipped the format of the photos. So it calls for 2 photos in a portrait style, and I'm using 2 in a landscape, and so I'm going to put them on top of each other instead of side by side. Another thing that I did change is I'm going to change a little bit of the placement of the embellishments, but the basic core design is the same. We have some vertical paper strips to the left, we have a strip of ribbon to the bottom, and so we have that nice L shape that is very, very popular in scrapbooking because it's easy to work with. So I'm going to mat my photo with vellum and with a couple different pattern papers just to kind of bring some attention to it because the background is a little bit busy, but just bear with me as my lights go a little too bright, a little too dark. I apologize. It's crazy trying to film during the day. I'm not used to it. When I film at night, I have very consistent lighting, and so that seems to work better for me apparently. So I did add some foam to the back of these photos because I'm going to pop them up and try to tuck some things underneath of it, I think, when I'm making the layout. I didn't really have exactly in my mind what I wanted to do, but I just thought this was a nice way to showcase these Christmas photos. These photos are from Christmas morning, and they feature our setup of the tree and all the kids' presents, and then of course their stockings stuffed full of little toys, and that does look like a lot, I'm sure. But keep in mind, I have 5 kids, so all of those presents divided by 5. It's really not as bad as it looks, I promise. We don't go crazy for Christmas because we have so many kids, and it does end up looking like a lot anyway because we have, there'll be maybe 4 or 5 presents per kid, but 5 kids, my husband and I, my parents, my mom, my grandparents, my in-laws, there's going to be a lot of presents under that tree. So I'm grabbing things from the My Mind's Eye Christmas on Market Street, I believe is what it's called, and these are chipboard pieces that I am going to use a ton of chipboard on this layout. And one of the reasons why is I'm helping a other scrappy friend by the name of Christina, and Sarah actually is involved in that too, and the 2 of them have started a Rediscover Your Stash group over on Facebook, and they have made me an admin. So one of our challenges for this month is to use chipboard. So I'm going to use a ton of chipboard on this layout. This flower and the leaves are chipboard, and the little golden leaves to the side of the chipboard, almost all of the elements on this page are chipboard. We're trying to use those things up. Now, if you may have seen in a previous video, I am doing Christmas photos this month. Not exclusively, but I am trying to finish off 2 albums so that I can show you the end of 2013 and start my 2014 photo album flips for you. And so you're going to see a lot of Christmas photos this month. It's just my way of finishing off the albums. And I've just come to the end of both 2013 and 2014, and all I have left are a handful of Christmas pictures. So I'm going to get those knocked out all at once so I can do some album flips for you guys. Now, here's the thing with this scrap together with Chloe. She went out of town for a while, and we had pre-recorded her side of it, and I just needed to do my layout. As you can imagine, life got crazy. I forgot to do my half. I sat down to edit her video and then realized I haven't done my half of this video. So I had to sit down and do it this week, get it done, so I can share this with you guys. I really love how hers came out. She stayed much closer to the sketch than I did, and she really had some interesting ideas on embellishing this time around. So I did save you from watching me put down all of those letters because it was tedious. And I am going to be titling this something that I don't think many people would choose as a title for their scrapbook layouts, especially layouts about 5 kids having a Christmas, is Perfect Christmas, because it looks like a perfect Christmas until, of course, the kids get up and then it becomes a giant bomb in my living room. But I thought that was a sweet title because of how the pictures look pre-opening presents. Now I have moved the banner that is in the sketch to the right side because I think it looks more of a diagonal flow through the layout with my embellishing there on the center of the photos and then on the bottom left. It creates a nice diagonal flow through the layout that I think I preferred. So I just went ahead and did that. And I'm gonna sprinkle all over the place, add lots of enamel dots, which is usually a sign that I'm almost done. But in this case, it was a sign that I wasn't sure if there was anything else I wanted to do. So let's add some tiny details while I'm thinking about it. I picked up this little tree that was in my Christmas kit that I've kind of just thrown together. It's lots of bits and pieces from different Christmas collections that I'm just making work together. And I have a bunch of little wood veneers. Some of them are trees. I have little toys and snowflakes and things like that. So I went ahead and tucked one of them onto that cluster there and then reached over for my little bowl that sits on my desk that has some cork and some wood veneer and some acrylic words in it. And I'm just playing around trying to see what I can pop onto this layout because I am trying to be better about using all of the beautiful things that I buy. And grabbed some cork pieces to put in the center of the flowers, just give them a little bit more dimension. And that's when I happened across this little word, perfect. And I thought, perfect Christmas. That's brilliant because that's how this looks. So I am going to use that, and I'll use my wonderful Glossy Accents to get it down onto the picture. Glossy Accents is acid-free, and I have not had any issues with it ruining my photos. So if you are concerned about that, I have not had any issues with that. I haven't heard of anybody having any issues with that. So it seems to be photo safe, and I'm sure if it wasn't, we'd be hearing about it. I also grabbed some of these sweet little white flower rosettes from my desk as well. I have a whole bowl of these. And so I'm grabbing a few of the kind of off-white ones to add to the 2 flower clusters. You know what? I need to use those more. I have a ton of those little rosettes. They were very popular a few years ago, and I'm bringing them back. I'm making them popular again, at least on my layouts. I did put a little wood veneer rocking horse up here at the top on top of the banners, and then thought, oh, this needs a couple of little enamel dots to kind of tie it in and make it feel finished too. I really like using wood veneer. Just forget I have it. So now, of course, pulling out my handy dandy journaling genie. This thing, oh my goodness, absolutely brilliant for journaling. So helpful in making nice straight lines, not just straight lines, but lines that have similar space between them. Because I can make straight lines, but can I make lines where each space is similar? No. No, I cannot. So I'm going to add some journaling here, just talking about why I've called it the perfect Christmas and how excited I am every year to see our house all set up and ready for Christmas morning. Because let me tell you, we stay up till like 2 a.m. getting this thing ready. Every year! All right, guys, that's it for my layout. And now it's time for Chloe's. As I said before, this was filmed on my old desk with my old lighting, and so it's not brilliant, but it'll work. We also have the 2 of us sitting there, so we don't have quite as much light as I normally do. And she was very, very excited to scrapbook with me. She does scrapbook a little bit on her own, and you'll see one of her Killa kits coming up probably next week of her and my Secret Not Secret kit clubs from May, I think. Pretty sure. Maybe. I'm not sure. Might have been May. But anyway, we've got here, she's got a mixture of her kits here. She had just a little bit left from 2 kits and decided to go ahead and put them together. And she and I did sit down and plan out this ahead of time because she doesn't want to cut on screen. She prefers that we have everything all pre-cut so she can just assemble on camera, because as you can see, she has enough battles with the tape that she doesn't want to have to battle with the cutting as well. It also helps her to visualize where the layout's going to be and how it's going to look. And for someone with ADHD like her and myself as well, that can be helpful. So we sat down with the sketch and picked out papers that she was going to use and laid it all out ahead of time so she could see where everything was going to go. Now the embellishing, we don't pre-plan. I let her just choose on camera what she would like to add to the layout. So now that we've got everything all stuck down, these photos are pictures of her from her birthday. I'll let her tell you at the end which birthday and a little bit more about it. But she had 3 photos and really wanted to use all of them on one layout. So we had grabbed some scraps here. We're going to make a banner up in the top left, just like in the sketch. And then she's going to add lots of little pieces all around the page. And she didn't have a whole lot left here to work with, so I am trying to encourage her to use up as many of these stickers as possible, because this was the last layout that she had made, I believe, with this kit. And I was trying to encourage her to use as much of it as possible so that when we move on to her next kit, which for her was the May kit. We haven't done the May kit yet. She's unboxed hers. I haven't unboxed mine. Or I did and lost the video. That's possible. I lost a whole mess of videos last month, which is great fun, let me tell you. And I do have her unboxing though, so I will add that on to the channel at some point. But this is her embellishing. She's just pulling things off of the sticker sheet or telling me which things she wants me to pull off the sticker sheet. And there were 2 sticker sheets, one from each of the kits that she had, and she's telling me which ones she wants and where she wants them to go. Sometimes she asks me to put the stickers on, sometimes she puts them on. It's just the way she likes to work. So here we go. This layout is just about done, and she's really excited to tell you what she thinks of her layout.
I love it. It's absolutely perfect.
And so this is when you were turning 12, right?
11. I'm turning 12 this year.
Oh, that's right. So you're turning 11 in this one.
Yes.
Alrighty.
That was awesome. Bye.